There is a very predictable ceiling in Airbnb management. If you are doing somewhere between 20K a month and 30K a month, you've probably felt it yourself too, right? Growth doesn't stop, it just starts feeling way heavier. Adding more units doesn't feel more exciting anymore, it just feels like more responsibility and more headache. And most operators assume that the issue is marketing, or maybe it's the pricing, or that maybe they just need to close more deals, but it isn't, right? Here's what normally happens, okay? You hustle your way to 10K a month. You figure a few things out, you improve things quickly, and then you push to 20K a month. Maybe you stretch to 30K a month. And then every additional property increases complexity more than it increases your freedom. More guest messages, more team questions, more edge cases, more approvals that somehow still need you. Your revenue will go up, but so does your dependency with it. You've built the income, but you have not built the separation that you need. And that is where people stall. At this point, right, most operators double down. They think, if we just had 5 more units, it will solve everything, it will smooth out. So they push acquisitions even harder. They tweak pricing again, they maybe hire someone really quickly they didn't need, but they don't change the actual structure of the business, and the business still runs through them completely. That's still the final escalation point for everything, still copied into every difficult situation, still approving bigger spends all the time. They're still just quickly checking performance, and because of that, your scale will slow down. Not because of demand, because of the design of your business. Now let me ask you something, right? If you stepped away for 2 weeks tomorrow, what actually breaks? Who fully owns guest services in your business? Who can approve a £300 maintenance issue tomorrow without asking you for permission? And who handles a refund dispute from start to finish? Who reviews performance and reports back without being chased all the time? If the honest answer is, I'd still need to keep an eye on it, then the business is still built around you, and businesses built around one person do not scale cleanly. When I had 4 units, I hired 2 VAs just for guest services at 4 units. Most people would say that is absolutely crazy, and financially short term, it probably was. Maybe it wasn't the most efficient move. But I made a decision early that I did not want to be replying to guest messages. That is not what I built this business for. I did not want to be answering the guest phone, and I definitely did not want to be sorting things out in person, like heating issues at 9 PM at night. Not because I couldn't, because I didn't want the role attached to me. That one decision forced me to build structure earlier than most operators ever do. It forced clear escalation rules, it forced clear authority levels, and it forced proper processes. Because if I wasn't going to do it, someone else had to own it properly. Most founders delegate this way too late. They wait until they're overwhelmed, they wait until they're stretched super thin, they wait until they're frustrated and there's so much going on in the business. By then, the business has already been trained to depend on them. If you're central at 25,000, you're gonna be central at 65,000. Revenue does not fix dependency, it just magnifies it. If you are central at 25,000, you'll be even more central at 60K revenue, because revenue will not fix dependency, it'll just magnify it. So if your structure's messy now, it becomes chaotic later. There's also an identity piece to this, right? A lot of operators say they're building this for freedom. Okay, more travel, more time with the family, more flexibility, but they delay what they actually want and living that way until the end. I'll step back once I hit 100K a month. I'll relax when I've got 50 units. Well, that doesn't happen automatically, okay? If your behavior at 30,000 is to stay involved in everything all the time, you'll carry that behavior to 100,000 a month. You don't suddenly become less needed because the revenue's increased the whole time. You become needed unless you redesign it. There is a difference between growing your revenue and building leverage in your business. Revenue is volume, leverage is separation. And most operators will focus on the revenue and very few will focus on the separation, but the separation is what has allowed us to grow faster than ever. Better hires, cleaner reporting, better decision-making process, less stress. Without it, you're just increasing your workload. With it, you're increasing capacity. So what is the real reason that some Airbnb management businesses scale fast and others stall at 30K a month? It's not intelligence, it's not talent, it's not luck, it's that some founders let go earlier. They remove themselves from roles before they feel ready. They stop being the safety net, the person that everyone has to go to. They force the business to operate without them in the middle all the time. And that is the shift. Not more hustle, not more units, separation. If you're in that 20 to 30K range right now and growth feels heavy, don't immediately look at the acquisitions, right? Look at the dependency. Look at where everything still routes through you. Look at what would break if you stepped away tomorrow. Because scaling an Airbnb management business is not about doing more. It is about designing it so you are required way less. And most people avoid that step because it's uncomfortable. But that is the exact step that will change everything for you. And if you want the exact organization structure that allows me to manage 130 plus units completely remotely from here in Dubai with minimal weekly input from me, literally about 30 minutes, just message me on Instagram. I'll send it over, all good, nothing complicated, just structured and properly. Hope you like the video. I'll see you in the next one. Appreciate you guys.